Hello everyone and welcome to my corner of the world, and today I'm going to be working on another signature for my green foliage junk journal. So these are the two that I've done so far, and I've decided to try and do some unusual signatures rather than standard. So I've got these ones with this little side pocket, and the videos are out there for these two. So as I say, I'm thinking about unusual, and so I wondered about doing something that was like a folder, another folder, but it had a bigger spine that I could then sort of put more into it. So I got these two pieces of vanilla cardstock out, and I get my trimmer. So let's see. Now it can't be any wider or longer than this one, okay? Because this is going to be my largest one. So that's 5.5 by 8. So it has to be no bigger than 5.5 by 8. So let's just write that down so I don't forget. So 8 long, 5.5 wide. Right. That, let's think. So my thought is that I could overlap these two pieces and put a spine, make that my spine. And so that would be good and thick, reinforced. That was the word I was looking for. So that was that. And then I thought, well, maybe I could have a pocket on one side. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off by putting in a score line. I'm going to probably end up trimming these bits of paper down, but so I'm just going to do like a 1/2 inch score line like that. Just pop that fold in. I'm just going to put my trimmer out the way because I'm short of space. So that's one, and here's the other. So that's my sort of starting point. And so what I'll do is I'm going to stick those two pieces together. So let's make a start on that so that can set while we think of the next bits. So I'm gonna use double-sided tape, and I'm gonna use liquid adhesive. So I'm breaking my own rules there because I don't like taking the backing off of all my double-sided tape. But in one go. I usually sort of peel it gently, but I really need to get plenty of liquid on here to make sure that this will work. Right. Now then, I'm going to line that up like that. So I got my cut edge on my fold. And I'm just going to flip that over like that. And that's much easier than trying to sort of line it up, sort of hovering it over the top and all sorts of things like that. So where did I put my, oh, there it is. It's my paddle. Well, it's not looking pretty, but I'm sure I'm going to cover that up. I've got a little bit of, well, I've got quite a lot of adhesive on there, but that's fine. I'm going to probably cover that up at some point. So now I've got this. Okay. So we said that that cannot be any wider than 5.5. So if I do this, if I'm gonna trim one side off, where's my pencil? I'm gonna trim one side off at a tiny bit under 5.5. So I'm gonna make it 5 3/8 from that fold. 5 3/8. So we trim that piece off. And I'm sure I can use that for something else. So that goes there. Right, so that's 5 3/8. So that gives me like that. And then I said I would want a pocket this side, didn't I? So if I need to, so I'm going to do 5 3/8 from the other fold. So 5 3/8 there. So there's that. Plus 2. I'm going to have a 2-inch pocket. So I'm going to cut there. I suppose I could have pre-cut these bits of paper before I stuck them together, but you know, sometimes you just need to see it before you do anything. You just need to see what's coming out. So there's that 2-inch piece there. And so I'm going to now do a score at 2 inches. Right. So let's do there. So that's how I'm thinking it's going to go. So there we've got, I need to trim that off. I remembered my 5.5, but I didn't remember my 8. So that's how I think it's going to go. So let's trim. Oh, is this going to be? Yeah, I think it is. So it needs to be 8 inches long. Right. So I said I wanted my pocket at the front, didn't I? There we go. Now the reason I am so particular about the size of this is that I've got some chipboard that is somewhere. I've got some chipboard, here it is, that is pre-cut to that size. And I didn't want to have to cut too much off of it. So that's why I'm going to go for that. So there, that's my chipboard. Right, so let's see what else we can do. So we need to decorate it up, and I need to make, let's see, did I do some? Right, I'm just trying to, because I've got all those there as well. So I was just looking at, this is like all decal edged, but this is just flat cut. So I wonder if I should put some of this in again. So let me get that punch. Because that is always, this is my, I love this punch. It's as old can be, but it puts such a pretty edge on things that I just tuck it away and pull it out when I need it. It's a very, very old Stampin' Up! One. They don't do these border punches anymore, which is a shame because I do like them. See what I mean? How pretty that is. Like that. Right, so next I've got some papers, and I've printed these onto a copy paper, and I've done two, and I've backed them, stuck them together to give them some more thickness. And what my thought is I thought I'd do a waterfall here, and then because I've got this nice thick piece here, it means that I'll be able to put sort of plenty of stuff inside. So let's just see what we need size wise. So what did I do with my, there it is. It'll bite me if I'm not careful. So as we said, this is what, five, just under 5.5. So if I was to do something, let's see what 4.5 would look like. No, I don't like that. That's not enough. 5. Let's do like 4, maybe 4 3/4. All right. So if you did something that's like 4, I'm gonna go back to 4.5. I'm going to go to 4.5 times 5. Okay. Now let me show you what's on my mind. So we're going to make sure it's the right way up, because this side is fairly multi-directional, but this side is not. So I said I wanted 4.5 by 5. So 4.5 by 5, and I'll do one to show you what I'm thinking. So I'm going to put a 1/2 inch score on that 5-inch side and fold that down. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to pop that there so that that will come up like that. So let's do that. How am I doing for time? So 1/4 hour I've been going. That's lovely, because I don't like my videos to go for more than about a half an hour. And I can always sort of come back and do another video on finishing it off, because I don't know how to splice my videos together. One of these days I will learn, I'm sure, but at the moment like that. So then maybe what I could do is to flip this over. So if I want this to be like that, so that when you flip it up it looks right, then I need to trim this bit off here. And then this bit needs to be 4.5 as well. And then this bit needs to be 5. If I've done this right, I want this to go so when it flips up, it flips the right way up like that. So I need to put my 1/2 inch score at the bottom. Okay, so that will look like that, and that will go like that, and that will go up like that, and that will go up like that, and it will be the right way round. Did I put adhesive on that, liquid adhesive on that one? I can't remember. I don't think I did I? And I should have done. I should have to look back at the video to see. I can't remember having done it. So I'm just going to line those pieces up like that. So that will go and look like that. Oh, we're not quite straight there, are we? Never mind. Now then, shall I do another one? That hasn't got anything. No, that's just plain on the back. We don't want that one. But this one is a nice one, and that's a nice one. Let's do this one. So I think another, if I pull that down, maybe just do a couple more. Bring that down to there. So let's do that again. So I'm going to trim the edges off. And then that has to be 4.5 inches wide. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? So, right. So now we just trim this piece off here, that little there. And then this is going to be 5 inches. And and I'm going to keep that for something because that is very pretty. Let me just trim that piece off there. I try and include that somewhere. Okay, so let's cut the second one because I've shown you quickly how I did that. We can get these done. We've been going for 20 minutes, that's not bad. And then we're going to cut this at 5. So if this one is going to go that way, and this one has to be upside down, and I want to cut this bit off here. 5.5, 5 rather. So this one has to have, that doesn't look right. Have I cut that right? 5 by 5. No, not. Needed to be 4.5. I think I'll trim that side off because there's more going on this side. So this time I'm going to cut, what do I do with the other piece? If I score that at the bottom, 1/2 inch, and I'm going to score this one at the top, 1/2 inch. So this is going to be on that side. Ooh, we got some wind blowing up outside today. I can hear it through the window. So that's going to be like that, and then this is going to be like this. Like that. So there, that's going to go like this. And then this one is going to go like that. So yep, we've got it all in the right place. Let's take this off. Go ahead and get some liquid on there. Coat, and then this one. There. I guess I could put a couple more in there, but maybe what I could do is make like this piece into a pocket or a tuck. Let's do that. Now then, what I haven't done is anything much in the way of thingy in, what do you call it, putting ink on it. I haven't got my green ink nearby, so I've used some of this, so I'll do this. There we go. Like that. And maybe I could, let's see. I wondered about just sort of taking the corner off, just so that it's clear that that is like a pocket. So we'll go ahead and add some of this there, and then along the bottom. And then I'm going to do the same thing and put some liquid on there as well. There. There. Managed to get some adhesive there. Let's see if I can get the worst of that off. Doesn't look so pretty, but maybe I can work that after. So we've been going for 27 minutes. So I've got my waterfall. And I will go ahead and put some, just to take the raw edges off there, like that. And so that makes it look a little bit better. And we will need to put something down here, which I could just quickly do. And then we'll call this done for today. And I will do another one on finishing it off, and that gives me a chance to have a little think about some other things that I want to do with it. There's a little bit of that white showing, so right, so so that's 8, so this needs to be about, oh, I'm gonna have to I just need to cut that little bit of white off, and I think we'd be good. You need to cut a bit more than the white off, Cindy. Just shows you don't need to, oh, shouldn't be measuring, I guess, but that's the latent engineer in me. Need to measure everything. Right, and just get some liquid on there. I suppose I could use that side. No, I like the brownie one. There we go. There, I think I'm nearly sort of come to a natural break. So I think on my next one, I'm going to be working out, excuse me, what I'm going to do with this before I stick this down. And we need to decorate up some of these maybe, although they're quite decorative themselves. And we've got a space here, and I need to fill that space. That needs to be sorted out. And then we need to do something for the front and the spine and the back. And then that will be my third unusual signature that will go into my, there we go, that will go into my journal. And yes, you can see that if I put stuff add more stuff in here, actually it's going to fill that 1/2 inch spine really beautifully. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me. If you have enjoyed this, go ahead, give me a thumbs up. Any questions or comments, you can just pop them below. I'll enjoy reading those. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye for now.